Want to Drew about to make another horror ranking podcast. I'm doing a podcast to rank who portrayed Jason Voorhees the best, and there's 9 people that has portrayed Jason, and I'm going from best to worst. And this is my opinion. You can disagree. It doesn't matter. Everybody has their opinion of who played Jason the best, but in my opinion, the actor that portrayed Jason the best is Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder did the New Blood and Jason Takes Manhattan and Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. So he portrayed Jason the most out of every actor that has played him. And he's the only actor. He's the only actor that has played him more than once, and I think that's amazing that he came back to do all the films that he did. So that's number one to me. Kane Hodder is. My favorite portrayal of Kane Hodder out of the movies he did is probably The New Blood, his debut as Jason, and then the second would probably be Jason Takes Manhattan. I like him better in The New Blood than Manhattan. So number 2 would be Ted White that played Jason in part 4, the final chapter. He did an amazing job. That's a lot of people's favorite Jason and a lot of people's favorite movie out of the series. And it's one of my favorites as well. I think it's maybe my second favorite behind the original. So Ted White, he's a big guy, and I know he had some problems with the director from part 4. And I know Corey Feldman got on his nerves. He did while filming that movie. So that's number 2. Number 3 would be Derek Mears from the remake in 2009. He also nailed the role of Jason. He did great as the baghead Jason in the opening scene, and also when he gets the mask later on in the movie. He's killing those teenagers up like it's going out of style. It's so easy for him to kill all of them. Yeah, well, that's with all the Friday 13th movies. Jason has no problem whatsoever taking out these teenage counselors or people that comes to his camp. The only problems he has really is with Tommy Jarvis because he never killed him. He almost did, but he never did. So yeah, Derek Mears would be number 3. Number 4 is C.J. Graham from Part 6, Jason Lives. He has a military background, and you can definitely tell that how he performs as Jason in that movie. He's got the utility belt, he's got the gloves, he's total badass in that one. He's resurrected from the dead, he's like a fucking zombie in that movie. It's so great, I love it. And so that would be my number 4. And number 5 would be Richard Brooker, and he played in Part 3. I know Richard Brooker passed away some years back, I can't remember what year. But he did awesome along with like Ted White and Derek Mears and all of them. And at number 7, I know I kind of got this confused, but I put number 7 as Steve Dash and Warrington Gillette. Because they played in both the same movie, but Steve Dash is really the one who played Jason with the bag on his head, and Warrington Gillette only did the ending scene with when he grabs Amy Steele, Jenny's character, out of the window. So, and Steve Dash, he died like last year, I believe, or 2 years ago. No, it was last year. And he did great. I like Friday 13th Part 2, but it's definitely not my favorite in this whole series. So I put him at 7. Ken Kersinger at number 8 that played in, I believe it was Freddy vs. Jason. Yeah, he played in Freddy vs. Jason, but he also played a part at the end of Jason Takes Manhattan when Jason throws him across the mirror and breaks the mirror. So that's Ken Kersinger. Ain't really nothing to say about his performance. It's not bad. Only thing I wish is that Kane Hodder would have played Jason in Freddy vs. Jason. Robert Englund and Kane Hodder together on the big screen. I would have loved to have seen that, but we got Ken Kersinger, which isn't bad. He did good. And the final one is Tom Morga. And Tom Morga, he does the stuntman that played Roy Burns throughout The New Beginning. And he also played Michael Myers in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, at the beginning where Michael was all wrapped up in the cloths, and when he got out of the hospital, when the ambulance people, you know, took him out of the hospital and put him in the ambulance. That's when he's at the gas station. That's Tom Morgan that played Michael Myers. But Tom Morgan plays Roy Burns in this one. Well, the Jason, quote Jason because it ain't Jason, and you don't really see him until the end of the movie, and you only see him at the end of the movie. You don't see much of him, and what he done, it was good enough. I don't really got no complaints. So that's gonna be it for this short ranking podcast. I know I didn't make it long, but I just wanted to do a podcast. So thanks for listening.